Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we'll discuss about microbes in human welfare. So we have studied about various kind of microorganisms. We have found how microorganisms can cause diseases, how they can spoil the food and all those things. But here we will study, instead of always pinpointing at microbes that you are so bad, there are microbes which are good for us. So we will discuss about those microorganisms which are good for the human welfare. Like here, what are the things that we would discuss? We would talk about here the microbes in household products. We would also speak about microbes in the industrial products, microbes in the sewage treatment, microbes in biogas production, microbes as biocontrol agents, and microbes as biofertilizers. So all those things we will see where microbes are very much useful for the human welfare, or good for the human. Now, what are the various kinds of microbes we have? We have bacteria, which is in bacteria itself, we will have the bacteria can be rod shaped, just like rod. If we have long with a flagella, that would be there. And we can have spherical shaped bacteria, which is circular in nature. So there are various kinds of, again, microbes. We have bacteriophages, which is like bacteria and virus in the middle of that. So they are bacteriophages. We have virus, adenovirus is another example, which causes respiratory infections. Rod-shaped tobacco mosaic virus, TMV. So we have viruses, again, TMV is there. So, which causes tobacco mosaic disease in plants. So, if we talk about bacteria, we have fungus. In plates we can see various colonies, and at there are fungal colony which is always there in a petri dish. We can find fungus. We can find fungus on breads and all those. Now, coming to microbes in the household products. Microbes in the household products means what? First, coming to lab. Lab is lactobacillus or lactic acid bacteria. This happens, or this is used for curdling of milk. So the milk is transformed into curd with the help of lactobacillus. We know that. So it converts milk to curd by providing acids that coagulate and partially digest the milk proteins. Fresh milk can be converted to curd by adding some curd containing lab, that is lactic acid bacteria. It also contains vitamin B12. In stomach, lab helps to check pathogens. So, whenever we have a stomach upset or there is some kind of issue, heat is there, we always prefer that we have curd in any form, normal curd, or whether it's curd rice or in any form raita. So we take curds in any form, it's accepted, lassi, all these things. Now, microbes and household products, bacteria fermentation. So next thing we are going ahead is the fermentation. We saw curdling. Now coming to fermentation. So we prepare idli, dosa, then naan. All these are fermented. The breads that we use again is fermented. So bacteria fermentation, which is anaerobic respiration, is used to make foods such as dosa, idli, etc. Puffed up appearance of the dough is due to the production of carbon dioxide gas, because the bacteria, yeast that you put in will be always having a respiration that would take place, and it's anaerobic. Hence, there is sweetening, there is a production of alcohol, as well as there is a release of carbon dioxide, which makes the bread fluffy. Okay, and smooth. So here the yeast has been used, and the yeast which is used is Saccharomyces cerevisiae, which is used for making bread by fermented dough. Next, we have microbes in household products. Here we have toddies made by fermenting sap from plants, which is toddy, we say toddy. Microbes are used to ferment fish, soybean, and bamboo shoots and to produce cheeses. So all these things we have fermentation which takes place, and microbes are going to play a very vital role in this. Then production of Swiss cheese, if we say, then Roquefort cheese. So all those things, Swiss cheese has a large holes due to the production of carbon dioxide. So when we see cheese and Tom and Jerry, we see the Swiss cheese. And here the production is due to the bacterium Propionium, bacterium Shermanelli. This particular bacteria is going to breathe out carbon dioxide, and hence you will have that big holes. And Roquefort cheese is ripened by growing a fungus which is Penicillium roquefort on them. So we have in breads we have fungus, or we have yeast which was used, which is Saccharomyces cerevisiae. In Swiss cheese we have a bacterium which is used, which is Propionibacterium shermani. And in Roquefort cheese again we have fungus which is used, which is Penicillium roqueforti. Now coming into microbes in industrial products. So till now we were talking about household products where we talked about curdling of milk, we talked about fermentation. Now coming into microbes in industrial products, here we have, when at house, what is there? The fermentation is in a very small scale. Whereas when we go to industries, it's at a very high scale, and hence we require big fermenters. So productions of beverages, antibiotics, etc. on an industrial scale requires growing microbes in a very large vessels, which is known as fermenters. Now now if we talk about the fermented beverages, we have Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Brewer's yeast, which is known as brewer's yeast as well, is used for production of beverages by fermenting malted cereals and fruit juices to produce ethanol. So, you have yeast or malted cereals, they are used to prepare wine, beer, and all those things. Wine and beer are produced without distillation. Whiskey, brandy, rum, gin, arak, etc. are produced by distillation of fermented broth. So they just try to heat and cool it. Next, microbes in industrial products, antibiotics. Now we were talking about fermented products, and now we are coming ahead in antibiotics. So that is the medicine. So antibiotics is a chemical substance produced by some microbes and can kill or retard the growth of pathogens. And they are used to treat plague, whooping cough, diphtheria, leprosy, etc. So it's a very common thing. We kind of take antibiotics now and then. We have cold, cough, fever, etc. Now, the first antibiotic which was discovered was by Alexander Fleming, and what he discovered was penicillin. He observed that staphylococci could not grow around a mold, Penicillium notatum, growing in unwashed culture plates. So there was unwashed culture plates, and there was a growth of some mold, and he saw that staphylococci was not growing in that plate. Hence, he told that he extracted the penicillin from the Penicillium notatum to continue and producing antibiotics. Now, Ernest Chain and Howard Florey established its full potential as an effective antibiotic, and Fleming, Chain, and Florey, they were awarded the Nobel Prize in 1945. Now, in the industrial products, again, the another thing that we have talked about fermenters, we have talked about antibiotics. Next, we come to chemicals, enzymes, and other bioactive molecules. Now, organic acids. We have organic acids. We get citric acid from Aspergillus niger. We get acetic acid from Acetobacter aceti. Butyric acid from Clostridium butylicum. Then we have lactic acid from lactobacillus. So there are various organic acids we get from various organisms, hence the name organic acids. Then we have alcohol as well, which is being produced, and yeast, that is Saccharomyces cerevisiae, is used to produce yeast. Again, an industrial product. If we are using ethanol as an industrial product and not for consumption, then they put it under the industrial products. Then we put it under the chemicals, enzymes, and bioactive molecules. Again, it's a chemical. Ethanol, we get it in the lab, and it's a chemical that we use. Then we have, alcohol, which is the ethanol that we get from Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Then we have enzymes like lipases. Lipases are used in detergent formulation, which helps to remove the oily stains from the laundry. So all the oily stains are being removed because of the lipases. They break down the lipid layers of the cells. Now, chemical, again, another one that we have is pectinases and proteases. So they are used to clarify bottle juices. So pectinases and proteases that we have in the bottle juices that we drink. Then we have streptokinase. Streptokinase is produced by streptococcus, which is used as clot buster. So to remove the clots from the blood vessels of patients who have myocardial infarctions. So those who have any clots or anything, they are being removed by using streptokinase, which is being produced by the streptococcus bacteria. Okay, so streptokinase is known as clot busters. Next, we have few molecules, bioactive molecules like cyclosporine A. Cyclosporine A, what is its use? They are produced by Trichoderma polysporum. So that is a fungus, and it is an immunosuppressive agent which is basically used for during transplantation of organs in the patients. So all this so that the immunosuppressive drugs are given so that there is no immune rejection that takes place during the organ transplant. Then statins are being used, which are produced by Monascus purpurus, which is a yeast, which they are used as blood cholesterol lowering agents. It inhibits the enzymes responsible for synthesis of cholesterol. So again, we have various drugs which comes under statins, which is basically to lower the cholesterol levels in the patients. So till now we have studied about the microbes in uh, in a daily use, where we say curdling of milk, where we have said about yeast production, or the fermentation that is we are using for making breads and all those things. Then we have talked about in the industrial products, where in the industrial products we have talked about fermenters, we have talked about antibiotics, we have talked about chemicals, enzymes, and other bioactive molecules that we have. So that's it, and thank you. In the next video, I'm coming up with the rest of the chapter.